We've seen some fantastic headlines about energy prices for the consumers going up by 25%. Businesses are facing energy prices over 12 months, sometimes with the increase of 50 to 70%. It's really important now that they do everything they can to reduce the impacts of those bills, and the best way to do that is through energy efficiency. The amount of money that businesses can save through energy efficiency is quite significant. We estimate that numbers of in excess of 20% of the energy bill can be cut off by doing no-cost and low-cost measures at a business. Carbon Trust mission is to help business to understand the opportunities here, to help them to understand the savings that they can make through energy efficiency, to provide advice and guidance to get them saving energy and money right now. In this film, we're looking at the office environment. We're going to see how experienced consultants from the Carbon Trust work with an organisation to reduce their energy use and to save their money in the office workplace. And you're going to see 5 great top tips on how you can start saving energy and money today.
Here at Harrow Civic Centre in Willstown, we employ over 5,000 people across a varied directorate. Our expenditure on energy budgeted for this year is £3.5 million. So it's quite important us to tackle energy awareness and reduce energy consumption. Well, we in Harrow chose the Carbon Trust because we felt their individual on-site visits and their technical support would be really useful in helping us with our energy awareness campaign.
This is a typical office building, employing some 700 people working here. It has a huge amount of IT, photocopiers and office equipment. A lot is left on a considerable amount of time. We're going to look at practical tips to save. And if your office has IT equipment, photocopiers, there's opportunities for you. Let's have a look at the 5 key energy tips. The starting point is to find out how much energy you're using, because that will allow you to start to interrogate and find out where the energy waste is. Let's have a look at the metering here. Here we have a half-hour meter. This site uses over 100 kilowatts, so we can automatically get the half-hour data. The half-hour data is a graph that shows exactly how much energy you've got plugged in and being used every single half hour. The graph shows the electricity being used in this office. The red line shows the kilowatt demand across the week. You can see that when the office is closed, at night and at weekends, it still uses over 200 kilowatts. Our survey has shown that by switching off unnecessary equipment in this office, it can save 66 kilowatts. Across the year, this will save over £18,500, which is 12.5% of the office's electricity bill. Capturing these kind of savings starts with looking around your offices. Let's have a look at the energy consumption of computers. And here we have an old computer with a cathode ray tube monitor. You can hear that it's working because you can hear the fans, and this is how it would be left on standby, consuming considerable amounts of energy over the weekends and overnight. Let's have a look at how much energy it's using on the meter. Here we have a meter that's monitoring 96.8 watts going through this computer setup. That's nearly the same as a 100-watt bulb being left on continuously. Considerable energy consumption and cost to your business. So let's move from the old computer to the recent computers. This is a flat screen monitor that most people prefer and uses a lot less energy consumption. So let's have a look at the monitor. We're using 73.5 watts here. That's something like 27 watt saving. Something like 30% savings are being achieved by buying new computers. Photocopiers use a considerable amount of energy. Let's have a look how much energy is going to this photocopier now. This is how it's been left, and it's using 118 watts. If we put it onto Energy Save feature, this is how most people leave it overnight. It's still using 103 watts. It's hardly saved anything by going onto Energy Save. The reality here is photocopiers have got to be switched off. One way of making sure that your photocopiers are switched off is to fit a time switch. This is a 7 to 8 time switch. It'll make sure that your photocopiers are switched off overnight and at weekends. It's also got a battery backup, so once you've set the times, it'll be stored in there even if somebody removes it from the plug. It also has an override, so if somebody is working late and they need the photocopier, they press the override button and they don't play around with the tappets and the switches in here. Let's just fit this, it only takes a second. Job done. That's going to save in the order of £50 a year per photocopier. Very worthwhile. The majority of energy consumption within this office remains in the hands of all of the users. Let's make them aware of where they use their energy and the opportunities that they have to save it. Making someone responsible for energy efficiency is the best way to engage staff. In this office, a pledge book encourages commitment from managers and staff. The Energy Awareness campaign is already well underway here in these offices, delivering savings. The tip here is to start your own energy awareness campaign. The Carbon Trust have a wide range of materials to help you with this. Office equipment and information technology uses considerable energy, and the majority of this energy comes out as heat, and that makes our offices warmer and perhaps uncomfortable. The temperature in here at the moment is 23 degrees centigrade. The more we switch our equipment off, the less heat gain there will be to our environment, and the more comfortable it will be. In particular overnight, if we can switch the equipment off, then it will allow our building to cool and make it more comfortable the next day. Maybe that will help us to do without air conditioning and portable fans. Remember, even at night time, your office is using energy. It's always worth doing an out-of-hours survey. Here we are at about 7:30 at night, and looking around at the equipment, let's see what's left on. We've run an energy campaign here, and the majority of staff are doing absolutely fantastically. All of the equipment is off, except for one monitor that's been left on. It's important to remember, always switch off. And that completes the energy savings for tonight. The 5 energy-saving tips are: measure energy use, especially out of hours. Choose energy-efficient equipment. Switch off to save money. Start an energy awareness campaign. Equipment generates heat. Switch off to cool down.
I would definitely recommend to work with the Carbon Trust. The most important service given to us here in Harrow is that advice to our energy awareness team to reduce the energy consumption in the civic centres.
If you're ready to start saving energy and money today, call the Carbon Trust.
Hello, the Carbon Trust customer advice line.
We can give you information on all our services, expert advice and support, on-site surveys and energy efficiency loans. So if you want to start saving energy and saving money, call us now on 0800 085 2005.